There's strange things done in the midnight sun by the men that moil for gold. And the Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. And the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest I ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake LaBarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the south to roam round the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. And he'd often say in his homely way, he'd sooner live in hell. On a Christmas day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of cold, through the parka's fold, it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close, then our lashes froze, till sometimes we couldn't see. It weren't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our rolls beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed, and the stars o'erhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me, and Cap, says he, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking you to not refuse my last request. Well, he seemed so low, I couldn't say no. Then he said with a sort of a moan, it's cursed cold, and it's got right hold, till I'm chilled clearing through to the bone. Yet it ain't being dead, it's an awful dread of an icy grave that pains. So want you to swear, foul or fair, to cremate my last remains. Well, a pal's last need is a thing to heed, and I swore I would not fail. We started out at the break of dawn. God, he looked ghastly pale. He was lashed to the sleigh, and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. But before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. Now, a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were numb, in my heart how I cursed that load. And on I went, though the dogs were spent and the grubs was getting low, till I came to the marge of Lake LaBarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, and I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought a bit. I looked at my frozen chum. Here, says I, with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was laying round, and I heaped the fuel higher. Oh, the flames just soared, and the furnace roared, such a blaze you seldom see. Then I burrowed a hole in the glowing coals, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I took a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the stars came out, and they danced about, and the wind began to blow. I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked, and ere I ventured near. And the doors I opened wide, and there sat Sam, looking cool and calm, in the heart of the furnace roar. He wore a smile you could see for a mile, but he said, please close the door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plum Tree back in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. There's strange things done in the midnight sun by the men that moil for gold. And the Arctic trails have their sacred tales that would make your blood run cold. And the northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest I ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake Labarge. I cremated Sam McGee.